Throughout California, a battle is being fought to protect the state's diverse ecosystem. And on the front lines are the state's game wardens.
We enforce everything. Drugs, violent crime, stolen vehicles, and poaching.
They're killers, they're taking our wildlife illegally, and we have to stop them.
Outmanned and outgunned, they face danger at every turn.
Kind of like the Lone Ranger out there.
It takes one guy in a tent with a weapon to ruin your day.
In this episode, the wardens are on the trail of a violent poacher.
I've killed over 700 pigs in one summer.
And when man and nature collide,
Whatever you want to do, do it.
the wardens face life and death, all in their pursuit of wild justice.
We are the last line of defense, and without us, you have no wildlife.
San Benito, California. Population 55,000. Game wardens, 1.
I was assigned Hollister right out of the academy, Hollister within San Benito County. One of the few counties in the state that only has one game warden. Had an idea where it was, but had never been here to the best of my memory. It didn't take long for me to realize the difficulties of the small-time community. A lot of the people went to school together from grade school, grew up together, everybody knows each other. It makes for a pretty tough juggling act. One person getting irritated is likely to turn into 20 overnight. So I came down here a little over a year ago. How you doing, sir? Everything okay? One of my primary objectives in this county is to shake hands, try to introduce myself, get my name out there, get my card out there. And that way, when they see something funny going on around their place, a vehicle that doesn't belong, somebody jumping a fence or running a ridge line, they have an immediate number. That helps me. They could be my eyes when I can't be here. 4,500 square miles is a lot to cover, and as many eyes out here for me when I can't be around, the better.
Tonight, several tips about hunting dogs howling in the area have Stoots on the prowl for a gruesome brand of poacher.
Hog and dog hunting is pretty big around here. A lot of guys involved in it. This is one of the more popular areas in the state for hog activity and hog hunting.
Wild boar can be legally hunted throughout the state. But when those hunts involve cruelty towards the animals, it becomes a crime. Some poachers use trained dogs to chase down and subdue their prey. Then they use a large knife to slit the throat of the helpless boar. Considered unsporting, savage, and dangerous, many knife hunters end up mauled or injured by boars that can weigh up to 300 pounds and have 10-inch tusks.
Every time they're running up to it, it's screaming and squealing. I'm sure they get an adrenaline rush. The hog and dog guys that use knives, that's how they get their fix. It's just like anything that we get involved in from an enforcement aspect. You have 98% of the people are legal and doing things the right way, and our goal is to stop the 2%.
These vicious hunters work at night, so Stoots makes his way to one of their favorite killing grounds.
This is all within the high water mark and floodplain of the San Benito River. It's an area that's supposed to be off limits to vehicles, motorcycles, any kind of pedestrian activity and so forth. those laws are not very well respected, and I find everything from pig gut piles to bloody pig knives. I found all kinds of stuff in and along this road. So we're just scanning around. I always like to look around the area and see if there's anything going on. Ooh, like that right there. You guys see that? Check that out.
This severed head could be the missing piece in an active investigation.
This is the area where I contacted a couple of poachers. I came around the corner and I could see headlights in the distance of two vehicles coming towards me. And so I pulled over here and I stood behind my truck, waited for him to approach. Hey, State Fish and Game, how you doing? And threw their jackets up, took off. Ended up catching up with the vehicles, making contact. Had mixed stories, some saying they were hunting earlier in the day, some people said they weren't. Found pig blood and pig feces in the back of one of the trucks. Was unable to find the carcass of the pig. The pig blood and feces was still moist. I searched their vehicle, found a bloody knife, a large knife consistent with pig sticking, hidden far underneath the rear seat, blood on the blade. This area is a common area where people do a lot of night hunting for pigs using knives. These guys had pig dogs, they had a bloody knife, they had pig blood and pig feces. But was unable to find the carcass of the pig.
Despite signs of poaching without a body, Stutes had to let the suspects go. But tonight's find changes everything.
Based off of the pig head, I have a lot more questions for those guys. It's all a big game, and this is part of the chase. Today, the plan is to go to this common ground where the legal hunters and the outlaws all socialize. So it's a place that I pay some attention to. And we're gonna go up here and keep an eye on the place, see if anybody comes or goes. We're here. I'm not seeing any vehicles with boxes or anything yet.
Stutes is on the lookout for trucks with mobile kennels in the back.
We're gonna do a loop through the parking lot. Okay, we got one. And we're gonna go up here around the corner and park and keep an eye on the place, see if anybody else comes or goes. Yeah, the parking lot's filling up pretty good. We're gonna find out who that is. Oh, shoot. I know who that is.
Investigating a series of wild pig killings, Warden Stutes stakes out a coffee shop frequented by poachers.
Oh, shoot. I know who that is. Mike Smith. He's an old-time hog and dog hunter. Admits to running with some of the baddest of the bad outlaws that are in the area. He's been taking pigs by his own admission since he was about 15 years old.
Let's roll.
We're gonna go and finish putting this case together.
While Stutes plans his next move, 286 miles north, Warden Chad Alexander is on his way to deal with a different kind of threat.
Right now we're heading up to Forest Ranch. There's a residence up there that it appears has been feeding bears. Not sure if that's the case or not, but we are gonna go talk to the neighbors and the person at the property and find out exactly what's going on. People think that they're doing the animals a favor by feeding them. They really don't understand how much damage they're doing by habituating the animal to human food, free food that they can come to on a regular basis. They create a problem for themselves and a problem for the animal, because at that point now the animal's aggressive. Now, you know, the animal may have to be killed because of the situation that the person created.
Chad meets with the neighbors who called in the complaint.
How's it going? Good.
Has the trash been gotten in today?
There's a little bit of a mess.
You'll find the can tipped over and the trash will be spread all up and down the street out here.
Oh yeah, this is nothing.
Yeah, this is actually pretty lightweight. There's a mother bear and cubs that come around, and this lady, she's got names for them, and she goes down here to like the center of town and brags to people about it.
Now, if you go to any of the state or national parks, you're going to see signs, don't feed the bears. I think they have a reason for that.
The point is obviously we don't mind wildlife that much because we live here. We're in their domain, actually.
Sure.
But the problem is that they expect food from us. And if they don't get it, who knows what they're liable to do.
Got it.
I mean, it seems like every time a law person comes up here, they can't do anything about it.
Huh,
I guess
okay.
maybe because they're not seeing it happen.
Wow. I have no idea. I haven't talked to this lady yet, but I'm gonna talk to her and see what happens. Hey, thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Good meeting you.
Using food donated by local grocers and restaurants, the homeowner has turned her property into a makeshift animal rescue, which has an open-door policy.
This is kind of ridiculous. It's a lot. I mean, this 100% will attract a bear in to eat this stuff. I mean, fruits, vegetables, I mean, the fruit especially, that sweet smell is gonna attract bears from quite a ways away. This is way beyond what most people would have a problem with for attracting bears. But there's birds, horses, I don't know what else is back there behind the fence. So she's obviously got a lot of livestock here that she could potentially be feeding. I don't know if I'll be able to say that she's actually doing this solely to feed the wildlife, though very simple for deer, bears to come in here and feed on a lot of the stuff that she has here. Phew, it's nasty.
Hello.
I'm Chad.
Lovely to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Well, what I'm here to do is talk to you about the bears and some of the other people in the area. But first, show me around the property if you don't mind, and show me everything here.
No, that's perfect. This is a 29-year-old horse, and she's done beautifully out here.
Okay.
The geese go in and play with them, and the guinea hens that some lady had ordered. There's Eric the Red, he's the Muscovy. Celeste and Mimi. Jacques Benet Dudley came up with me. And then Lord Snowden, of course, didn't want to be in the pen anymore.
Got it.
So he's out and about.
What else do you have?
Potbelly pigs. The tortoise is sitting in front of the fireplace still right now.
Okay. You don't have to show it to me. It's okay. How many bears are generally coming right now?
9 bears. It was just a blessing Patch Adams, darling elderly bear with a big patch on his rear. He showed up and the cats sat out with him and the dogs sat out with him, and it sort of brought some harmony. So you guys may think I'm totally wacko, which is fine. I've adored animals and they've just been part of me since day one. Hello, Earl. Hello, Ezra. I grew up, my nanny was a large collie named Treve. My older sisters and my younger siblings all had the humans doing it, but Mother had a large dog, literally took care of me.
Despite the mess, no laws have been broken, so Warden Alexander tries to get her to clean up the yard by appealing to her love of animals.
If a person has a problem, i.e. the bear starts doing damage to their property or posing some kind of threat, the department doesn't trap and relocate bears. We don't take a bear and give it to somebody else to have the problem. Generally speaking, the bear gets shot or the mountain lion gets shot or something.
They put him back up in Butte Meadows.
Unfortunately, no. There's not a mechanism to do that. So you seem to have this, this feeling with the animals, and they like you and you like them, but it's when they go to somebody else. We're almost, in a sense, domesticating wildlife. You're bringing them to a place where they're looking for their apples, their bananas, or whatever it is they're coming here for. Really, what I'm here to do is try to keep all these animals wild, protect them, for the most part, from people. Now, most of the stuff won't be here. You'll be feeding those guys normal. Just make an effort to clean it up and make it so that they're not here. So.
Bandit. Strider.
Well, thanks again for all the help.
Thank you so much. No, this is perfect. I will see you later.
You take care. People probably just meet her and go, holy crap, she's crazy. They don't want to come up and help her, but all she needs is somebody to come up, load this stuff up, take it down for her, leave the good stuff so she can feed it to her animals. Done. We want to protect the bears. The main thing is not the fact that they're coming here. It's the idea they come here, then they're going to go somewhere else and get shot by somebody. I think she understood everything we were talking about today. She's a nice lady. A little different, but she's a nice lady.
Tracking down a pack of wild pig poachers has led Warden Stutes to one of California's most notorious poachers.
Mike Smith been taking pigs by his own admission since he was about 15 years old.
He mobilizes the 3320 unit for a knock and talk at the suspect's house.
These guys kind of pride themselves in eluding enforcement and convictions. Mike Smith, now I kind of think he's taken a few of the other guys kind of under his wing, teaching them the ropes and teaching them his tricks of the trade, things that he's done in his past that were successful at getting pigs and also getting away from us. So it's all a circle, it's all a game, and it continues. How did that address?
1247.
Easy down, buddy. Good boy. Down. Down, dog, down. There you go. Stay on down. Hey, dogs. Stay down. How's it going?
Okay.
Cover that corner.
So how could I find Michael?
He's out riding around. I have no idea where he's working.
Put your hands behind your back. Just checking for weapons. Just want to be safe. Thanks.
So you guys have phone numbers for them, cell phones, something? I'm conducting an investigation. I'm Chris. I'm from Department of Fish and Game. He knows who I am, and he'll know why I'm here, but I need to talk to him.
Okay, well,
Any kind of contact information for him, I'd appreciate it.
Cell
phone
number, maybe?
number?
yeah, I can try to get a hold of him.
Thank you.
Actually, if you don't call him, I'd appreciate it. I need his number. I don't want him to know that I'm looking for him. Ma'am, I asked you please not to call him. I asked you to cooperate with me and be compliant with me.
I said Fish and Game are in here looking for you. Fish and Game. They're sitting here talking to me about the hog you killed a week ago or whatever. They said that you killed or somebody. I don't know. Here, speak to the guy.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Hello, Michael. This is Chris Stutes, Fish and Game. Hey, I'm still trying to tie up some loose ends. I know you know what I'm talking about. This is Michael Smith, right?
They got a ton of dogs, pit bulls everywhere. Kyle was just working it. I wanted to make sure you had eyes on him and he had eyes on you. Because I don't know what's going on back behind here. Okay.
Where can I find you today? Are you out on a job site that I could come talk to you?
No. Okay, back off.
Hello, yeah, I'm still here.
Hey, David. There's all these pit bulls and hound dogs up here, and some of them are acting pretty aggressive, and it isn't worth him getting in a dog fight and me having to get in the middle of it. So, and I'm just gonna put him up for now up in the truck. Who knows? I'm seriously doubt all these guys are up on their rabies shots and everything else.
Well, I certainly wouldn't come here by myself and expose myself to a risk or a liability.
While the wardens wait for the suspect, they put the pressure on his brother-in-law.
So you guys just killed a hog?
No, I had nothing to do with it. That was just Mike and them.
And Mike killed it?
I don't know. I wasn't on the hunt. I wasn't there. I was just the butcher.
Right.
I was just skinning out.
Okay. So meat might be where?
That's it. Just pull it out, you know what I mean?
Nice.
Hello? I don't know. They're out here, they're just opened it up to look at the hog.
And there is a tag on it.
Tags show the boar was a legal kill, but Stutes still has some questions about the pig he found last night.
He's here right now, I think I heard him.
All right.
As the wardens inspect the kill,
Oh, that's our boy.
the suspect arrives, ready for a showdown.
So what I'm here for is to ask you, do you know anything about killing a pig that day?
No.
There was blood, there was pig feces, and somebody had taken a pig. I'm trying to get information
You're trying to
in
build
regards.
a case to accomplish me to the hunting.
Absolutely
You're
not.
gonna lose.
Absolutely not. Listen to it. Listen.
Is that all you got? Man, you ain't got. Is that all you got? Okay. You can't.
Yeah, they stopped
you
and
can't
dumped the pig.
accomplish
Come
me,
on.
Stu. You can't accomplish me.
But I'm asking you if you have information that would help me. Help me.
Here's the best thing I can tell you without the. They never killed a pig with me, Stu. It's God's truth. If they killed a pig, you might need to go to their home and check their freezer. But I want you to know something here, man. I got a fish and game arrest history longer than any of these officers have ever been in the forest. Okay? You guys, in order to bust somebody that poaches, you guys gotta think like a poacher. In order not to get busted, I gotta think like you guys. I've been doing it for years, man. I don't need to do it. I could show you my fish and game arrest history, man. It'd embarrass you and me.
I'm here, which means that I don't do a half-assed job.
That's
and
right.
Now I know where you're playing,
guys,
and I give you special attention if you want it. So
I know
we
you.
can have two different types of relationships. So.
Yeah, I understand that.
Okay.
As far as I'm concerned, a good poacher, I'll put his out here for you to see. Because you know why? He ain't gonna fear you catching him. Because he's gotta think 2 steps ahead of you. Not 1, but he's gonna think 2. So he's a good poacher, isn't gonna hide his dogs. A poacher that's scared to get caught, he's gonna try to keep everything low profile and everybody, no camel gear. You know, I go like this. It doesn't matter when I poach, I wear anything. This
trying to scare me. You know what, let me tell you something, man. I've had fleas on my that did worse than that. That don't bother me. You know what I mean? And the only reason why I know a lot of the poaching criminal activity that goes on is because I was the king of poaching at one time. And every one of them are killed with knives. I just get on their back, cut their throat. I've always done it. But they could never catch me. They think they can just bust everybody in the world. Well, they ain't ever got me. You're gonna arrest me. If you're gonna cite me, but I got nothing to hide. Stu, let me tell you, let me teach you a few tricks about how to bust somebody. Let you ride with me one night, and I can guarantee you'll be a chief tomorrow.
We need some better than what you've given us so far.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the hog. Who killed the hog?
What hog?
There's no way that they shot a pig and just decided not to tell you about it. I'm sure, even if you didn't see it, even if you went, guys, I don't want to see it, I'm sure they said something.
I don't know where they may have killed it. They didn't tell me they killed a pig.
I mean, you're really expecting us to believe that? It sounds...
You know what? Hey, as far as I can tell you, you ain't got no choice but to believe it. That's my story. I'm giving you the God's truth. What do you want me to do? Lie to you and tell you
last thing I want you to do is tell me something that isn't truthful. So if that's your story, that's your single one. I'm just saying right now, we're gonna talk to everybody. If we find out something otherwise, it's gonna be issues, right?
Let it be issues, man.
Okay.
Let it happen. Let it flow. You know what I mean? I called my attorney. I told him you guys were all here, and he said find out what the hell they're gonna do, what they're doing. I said they're asking about this, they're asking about that. I got a pig head in the thing there, and he goes, and I said, Officer Stoops told me that they were building up a case. They've been working on a case for a couple months, and because he believes I know more information about it. And my lawyer asked me, do you know more about it? I said, no. Were those people with you in your vehicle with firearms? No. And he said, well, you know what? My lawyer told me straight out, tell them to themselves.
All right.
Okay? That's not what I'm here doing, telling you to yourself. I'm working totally 100% with you guys. I'm telling you the best I can tell you, man. You ain't got nothing, okay? As far as I'm concerned, let me tell you something. I got nothing to hide, man. I got nothing to hide, and that's the God's truth. I've killed and learned to kill and was taught from some of the best people to kill. There wasn't a fence I haven't jumped. There wasn't a canyon I never didn't know. And I know when one of these guys over here in uniform will have a hard-on for me. I know when they have a hard-on for me. If somebody sees Stoots in King City coming down Bitterwater, coming toward the country, it's already on the phone. Bam, 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 and it's already on walkie-talkies. It's already out in the field. If I want to entrap myself, get myself in trouble, I can tell you every time what time they leave their office. I can tell you what time they pull out of their driveway. Not every one of them. I can tell you when Stoots leaves home.
I don't take it as a threat, but I think it's enlightening. It's eye-opening. Beating the game warden is 90% of the whole reason they're killing the pigs. They're not killing the pigs just to eat. They're not coming out here at night just to stab pigs, just to stab pigs. It's a cat and mouse game. You can tell he's holding back, I'm holding back, everybody's playing a game.
While Stoots prepares for his next move, 250 miles north, Warden Brian Boyd is winding down after a long day with a family barbecue. But a game warden is always on call. And tonight, Boyd's dinner plans are cut short.
Keep your eye out and get a plate on any rig you possibly can, okay?
Reports of shots fired outside a residence have Boyd on the move.
I've had some trouble in that spot. Periodically, there's been a bunch of tweakers over there, so we're gonna hammer down as fast as we can possibly get over there.
Got a guy whacked a deer, apparently. Supposedly somebody has an eyewitness that saw it. This job as a game warden, you're on call basically 24 hours a day. And I'm just sitting there, you know, barbecuing with my family, and call comes in, and you know, you're throwing your stuff on. I've got my kids running and grabbing my gun belt, grab my vest. You know, my kids are like, they know the drill. I mean, they get me ready fast. So they grab all my stuff. Now we're out of there and, you know, doing something else. But there's a lot of shifting gears as a game warden. It's not, you know, you don't just punch a clock and go, I'm in, I'm out. You're always in. So Aaron's on his way. He's gonna meet us right there. And we're gonna jump on this thing and see if we can get it right here. That'd be awesome. Okay, we're here right now. How you guys doing? Hey, what do we got going on, guys?
Well, I shot a deer out here, and it's my livelihood, this place is.
Okay.
And I shot a deer.
Okay.
And whatever you want to do, do it.
Okay. Can you tell me what the circumstances were?
Eating my stuff out here.
Okay.
I noticed there was another one out here. I should have shot him too, but I didn't.
Okay.
I got tomatoes over there. I got watermelons, cantaloupes, corn.
So there's another buck here. Did you guys take a shot at that one as well?
No, he took off. When they start, this is the first year that I've had them, but I've had other fields, and I just finally had to quit because you cannot grow nothing with them in here.
Is this the first deer you've taken?
It's the first one.
Okay.
But I can't have them in here.
Okay. And then this is the buck over here?
Yep.
He's not dead yet?
No.
And then this is the buck over here?
Yep.
So we got live deer.
Yeah, well, it's obviously been back shot, so it's probably crippled up. Okay, well, it's mortally wounded. It's not going to be able to get up. So, you know, it's my opinion that I'm going to put the deer down and finish it because there's no way I can recover. You know, the deer can't recover from a spinal injury like that.
No.
I'm going to go ahead and do that because I don't want it suffering anymore.
So in the 37 years you've been here, you've never had a problem with deer before?
Nope.
First time?
First time.
Okay. Usually when something like this happens, the first time, we try and work with the landowner to try and maybe create some noise distractions to keep them out, maybe to put up some fencing to...
You know how high a fence I'd have to put around this place? 10 foot.
I can understand that, but the problem we have is when our first report of it is we get called out to a guy who's, you know, got a deer down, a buck at that, and I mean, we haven't heard hide nor hair of being a problem. It's just...
Well, there's other people around that's had problems, and I've had problems.
Okay, well, you just said this is the first time you've had a problem in 37 years. Okay.
Right here. And I don't intend to have problems with those things.
No, that's the gross part of the job. I'm a hunter. I like hunting, I enjoy it, but that's not something I dig on.
I just see red when I see those suckers in here.
With the deer down, the shooter shows the wardens the damage to his crops.
They start in, see here? And they don't leave them alone.
Okay, so there's one plant.
Yeah.
You ever try and shoo them out of here?
That don't do no good. I guarantee you.
Can I talk to you just real quick? You know, I don't know how you roll with this stuff, but just, I don't see any damage there. on that tomato. I know he was probably upset that he came out here and there's deer sitting there, but in 37 years, he says he hasn't ever killed a deer out here. Just coming out and whacking one, and with your 22, I don't.
That doesn't fly.
No, it's not flying with me. I mean, he's got to take some kind of countermeasures. I don't even see any damage to that tomato plant.
No, there's one vine that's broken.
That's not cool.
You don't shoot first time you see one critter stepping on your property. I mean, that's just...
And that kind of sounds like what happened. He just saw red, he said. So, I mean, we've got a couple different violations here. The guy's shooting within 150 yards of an occupied dwelling. We're in the city limits of Anderson. He's taking a crack at it that away. There's a stinking building right back there. He says it's his, but it kind of makes me nervous.
There goes the other buck.
One thing about this job is that everything changes. That's one reason why I like it, and there's some reason why some people don't like it, because you can't set your clock to it.
Boyd takes the buck off the premises, while Warden Galloway issues a citation.
What'd you plan on doing with the deer after you shot it?
Well, honest to God truth, I didn't know what I was going to do with the doggone thing.
Okay.
I don't want this meat to go to waste at all. Do you have a problem with me photographing it, skinning it out, and donating it to the rescue mission? Okay, I don't want it to go to waste, because they can use it, it's rough, and they got people and families in there that need food. Just made a bad choice.
Logged out.
We're gonna go process the deer so it doesn't spoil, and then we're gonna be on to our next caper. So. I feel bad for this guy. If I saw more damage there that I could quantify, I might feel worse for him. But at the same time, it's just, man, if everybody did that, we'd have no deer.
Boyd will end his night by skinning the deer and donating the meat to a homeless shelter. "48 miles south, the wardens of the 2230 unit have an entirely different family to feed.
We're going up here in Orville to the state parks office. There's a report that a concerned citizen gathered up a small litter of baby fox. We're going to go up and pick them up and hopefully get some info on who dropped them off, and we'll go educate them on why you shouldn't pick them up and why they should be left alone, because now there's a mom fox out there looking for her pups. She's not going to find them.
The most common scenario I see with this is a fox had a litter of pups, in someone's barn or under their house, and mama fox went out. People heard the little babies crying, or heard the babies looking for mom, and scooped them up in a box, and somehow they winded up at the state park headquarters here.
Where are the foxes at? Hey man, sorry it took so long.
No, not a problem. I labeled them caution live animals. We named them Bob and Yvette.
All right. Nice, man. You guys didn't get any, there's no information on who dropped them off, though?
No, no information. They said that they were doing some mowing of lawns and moving a shed, and they were under the shed.
Oh, that kind of sucks. Oh, wow. Those are tiny. Hi, guys.
They just started moving around. I think they're getting
Their
ready.
eyes are open. Yep. Hey, buddy. You gonna bite me? Yeah. Hey. It's just a little guy, huh? How cute are those things, dude?
There's just two of them?
Yeah. Cutest little guys. This is a knock and drop. They just dropped off the box.
And they dropped off the box and split?
Yeah, one male, one female.
They're pretty cute.
Awesome, dude. This is the first time I've ever seen someone pick up foxes. I've heard of it, though, because people call all the time and say we got a litter of foxes. Could we raise them as pets? People raise skunks. I don't know if you guys... People do weird stuff. We're in Orville.
If they'd have left the fox where they were and probably walked away overnight, the mom probably would have came back and relocated them on her own instead of us having to now take care of them. It's instinct for them.
I mean, we'll clean them up, but there's no way they'd survive on their own. So I called and talked to a rehab lady. She was super accommodating, and she'll be able to take care of them.
Right on. Again, hey man, I appreciate it.
No problem. Well-meaning people making really bad decisions. It's not helping the wildlife. They got to just leave them.
It's a box of foxes.
The chance of them going back in the wild are real slim right now. Most likely, they're going to wind up at a zoo, you know, someplace licensed to have animals.
Despite being stonewalled by his prime suspect,
You ain't got nothing. As far as I'm concerned, let me tell you something. I got nothing to hide, man.
Warden Stutz continues his investigation.
So I plan on doing a patrol this evening of where I found the pig head. Word travels pretty fast around this place. They've got their spotters around. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody's already seen my truck and started making phone calls, so they all know I'm out working tonight.
Stutz returns to the scene of the crime.
Unbelievable.
Finding a second severed pig head in the same spot is no coincidence.
A poacher calling card, particularly if they got some kind of vendetta. They'll either stick them on a fence post or hang a hide on a fence, or in this case, throw the head in the ditch where I'd find it and kind of give a calling card saying they got over on me. So they got me on that one.
Stutz moves on, still looking for the poacher who's provoking him.
Just a cat and mouse game. For me, it's a job. For them, it seems more personal. Oh, there you go. Well, there's some pigs right there. Those are your big black San Benito Russian boars. That's what I'm out here for. That's what it's all about. Saving the wildlife.
After another round of killings, Stutz has a plan to deliver a message of his own.
Just kind of buy a cup of coffee, look around, see who's there, and let everybody know that Fish and Game's not backing down, and see how it goes. I'm gonna take off my cover jacket and head inside in uniform, fly the colors, let everybody know Fish and Game's around.
The Game Warden's presence has an immediate impact on business.
Place cleared out like when you get caught on fire. Mission accomplished. Going in there definitely shook up the hornet's nest. So I tucked one of my business cards in the window. It has my name and badge number. Kind of leaving my little tag, basically just saying, hey, I was here. The handful of guys that were in there when I first walked in, no doubt that they at least know the players, the illegal hunters. They know the game. There's no doubt that those guys have spread the word that I was there. I played my cards today. We'll see what their next move is. I just wanted to let everybody know that I'm out and about. There's no barriers. I'll go wherever to shake a hand or write a ticket, whatever it takes. They don't like me, and I'm not going to back down from them in any way. I'm going to do what I need to do and get the job done.